Shalom, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Makakwadash. I had another dream. This time it was during my nap time. And this one was like really, really terrifying. And it's going to be short. But to me, I think I was like downtown, in a downtown area. It felt like downtown Dallas for some reason. I don't know. But it was a lot of tall buildings. And evening was kind of sort of setting in or approaching. And all these people were just partying. Like everybody was partying everywhere. It was just like the whole city was partying all at once. And it seemed like everybody in the city was downtown. And I remember being chased, the feeling of being chased. So I was running in all of these buildings. And then you could hear boom, boom, like that, right? When I ran out of this building to go into another building, I knew that I was running out of all these different buildings. And then I seen when I was in, I guess it was a hotel, I felt like I ran into this hotel and I was on the 75th floor. And I saw what it was. I saw this giant entity. It was really, really skinny. Kind of reminded me of like what a praying mantis looks like, but more elongated, if that makes sense. And that let me know that he was at least 75 stories tall. Because like I said, I was on the 75th floor. And his head was right at that window. Like I saw what he looked like. And he was, I want to say fire, but it wasn't like flames flaming from him. He was like red, like a red energy entity. And he also had orange in him, like he was burning hot. And he had these long arms and these long legs. And he was looking around for me. Everybody was having fun. He was only looking for me. And he had this long spear in his hand, and the spear was also red, and it's like it was fire. It was like energy. I don't really know how to explain it because it wasn't flames, but his whole being was like red and orange, lit up like when you are like iron. When you're shaping something, you know how it gets red and orange like that. That's exactly what he looked like. So, but he couldn't see me. He was just trying to find me. So he sticks that spear in all these buildings, and it just so happens to miss me each time. He's trying to like find me. So I run out of that building, and you can still hear him. And he's super slow. Like everything that he's doing is in slow motion. So it's like he's moving his foot. He's as he's walking, it's more like he's walking in slow motion and turning in slow motion, but you can hear every step that he takes. It's like boom, 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 boom. That's one step, you know, and you can feel it. And I just kept running out of all these different buildings, and he was unable to get me. He just kept sticking that spear in all these different buildings. Meanwhile, everybody is playing. Everybody's dancing and partying. I was the only one he was after, and it was almost like I was the only one that could see him. But in the dream, I remember in the dream, I told myself, no, you are dreaming. It was so terrifying. I was like, no, this has got to be a dream. It's got to be a dream. It's got to be a dream. And I was trying to come up out of the dream, but I couldn't. But once I did come out of the dream, YAHAWASHI had showed me in my spirit what that was. I'm not saying that I'm right, but the feeling that I got in my spirit when I woke up was going into next year, leaving this year, it's almost like we no longer going to be fighting them little basic demons. Like, I've had dreams of being attacked, you know? And this one was so different. It felt like it was a principality after me, more so than like a demon or an imp or something like those smaller ones. It felt like YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, we already know is turning up the heat, but him looking the way he looked, like he was all of him was hot. He was heated, you know? Like, and for me, it felt high level. Like, that wasn't just a demon or like an imp or anything. That right there was and that was a principality. And it was only after me. And I just felt like YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI is turning up the heat. And we're no longer going to be just fighting against these devils and imps. Like, the principalities are going to be like coming after the hopeful elect and the men of the Lord. It's like, it's really going to be turned up big time. It's no longer going to be just demons and devils and ghouls and goblins. And, you know, I'm not saying that those are real. I'm just saying, like, you know, the basic, what we've been fighting all our lives. Now it's going to be principalities assigned to the hopeful elect. I can only imagine what's going to be pursuing the men of the Lord. And it's just like, we got to be elevating in our prayer life, leveling up in our prayer life, and taking this thing way more serious. It's like everybody already knows that already, but to me in that dream, that's what it showed me. It's like the little basic comfort prayers and, you know, being comfortable in your walk with YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, doing the basics and doing the bare minimum. It's like, oh, hell no, that's not going to work this time around. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's like those, you know, there's the end time, these end time demons and entities and devils are going to make sure they're on their job to see that those that aren't supposed to make it out of 2023, they're going to make sure that you're not going to make it. These people are not going to make it a second past 2023. The way that dream happened, that entity was focused and determined to get me. And I don't know. It reminded me of something that I seen years ago in a movie that my son was watching. What's it called? What is it called? It's right on the tip of my tongue too. Percy Jackson. So I don't remember what the name of it was. I don't know if it was Hades or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look on Google search. But I just wanted to share that dream. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Makakodash, Barakathum, and I pray that YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI continues to cover us and that we elevate in our prayer lives. Like, we can't be lazy with the prayers. We gotta pray every day, all day, throughout the day. I know it sounds extreme, but soon we gonna be doing that anyway out of complete fear, you know. Like, I don't know, that really tripped me out, and I wasn't gonna say anything at first. I just told my husband and my best friend and a good sister of mine about the dream, but it was on my spirit to share with the body. And I pray that if there's any, you know, if anyone else gets any clarification of what that could possibly mean that I don't know, that would be greatly appreciated. But that's just what I got from the dream. So the heat is definitely being turned up. He was like literal hot fire almost without the flames. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Barakatah, Shalom.